and welcome to my session on how do you start building a career within crypto. I'm Monica Nguyen. I am the Client Services Manager at Ames Markets, a crypto asset brokerage, and we're headquartered out of London, UK. So a little bit of background information about me. I started in my previous role, I was a recruitment administrator before I started in crypto. And like many of you, I did not have any prior knowledge or experience in crypto before embarking into a career in crypto. And back in 2018, I started as an OTC broker for a startup, which was a crypto desk. And being the only employee for a whole year, I have had to build the systems and processes up from the ground up. I had to learn everything from scratch. And being so involved in all aspects of the business, this has greatly contributed to my experience, and hence why I'm presenting this session to you today. So since we have a 20-minute session, I'm going to break down this session into 4 topics. So starting with where are all the crypto jobs at, what roles are available in crypto, building knowledge and increasing confidence, and your network is your net worth. If we have time towards the end, I will try my best and answer some Q&A. So you see the right-hand side chat column on your right, there's a Q&A tab, so leave your questions there and I will try and follow that up at the end. So since you've made it to my crypto session today, one of the most popular first questions I get asked is where are all the crypto jobs at? And I'm very heavily active on LinkedIn, and I suggest you start there. So on LinkedIn, you should, just update your profile, first of all. Update your CV with all your transferable skills that can be applied in a crypto role, for example. Then you, just follow any crypto companies, the pages. You can follow the crypto companies pages, and a lot of the times they update their latest vacancies on there as well. And the vacancies have like the job descriptions, company information, and people working at those companies. So just work your connections from there on. Events. So there is a crypto events calendar online. Search for the crypto events calendar, sign up to as many events as you can that is relevant to what you want to do, because there are crypto like Bitcoin conference, Ethereum conference, or fintech. So there's loads of different events that you can get involved in. They also have job boards on there, and it's a great networking opportunity because at these events there are the leading crypto companies. So you can always approach them, ask questions, learn from your contacts there. Groups. I'm involved in Women in Fintech group, Women in Blockchain groups as well. So there are so many groups out there. There is no excuse to find them. A lot of these communities are very active on socials, any social network. So yeah, join them, have fun with it, because it's meant to be social. Then you have newsletters. So sign up to CoinMarketCap, Cointelegraph, and CoinDesk. Research these crypto companies listed there, and they always have a job section on these crypto companies as well. Research their projects to learn more about the blockchain technology. This is also a good resource to top up on your learning along the way as well. And then we have networking. So reach out to all the new connections that you've made, introduce yourself, start building your relationships. Stay focused though on what it is that you want to do. because you can easily get distracted with all the noise out in the crypto market, especially after the recent bull run that we've had. So it's really important to stay focused and committed to what you want to do. And another top tip that I have is in the UK, we have the FCA website, and they have a list of all the registered and temporary registered crypto operating companies in the UK. So you can easily look at that list, find out what crypto companies that are currently active, and they should be recruiting as well. So look up their job boards and find them on LinkedIn and apply for those roles. In the US, you'd have a bit license register. In Japan and Germany, you also have crypto registers that these crypto companies would have to be registered. So it's an easy way to target those companies. Which then leads to another popular question that I get asked a lot, which is what roles are available in crypto? So yeah, you don't have to be a tech head to work in crypto, contrary to belief. So don't let having no crypto or no tech knowledge put you off applying for a role in crypto. A lot of the crypto companies are expanding, and there are all types of roles now, starting from operations, sales and marketing, compliance, and leadership skills. And communication skills are a must. Yeah, all that crypto companies want to know is that what your specialism is. Just 1 minute. Okay, just 1 minute. Sorry. Close the door, please. Thank you. Yeah, they just want to know what your specialism is, what value add you can bring into the business, and that you come eager to learn every day, and that you are a stellar team player. Historically, crypto companies have had a really hard time marketing their products and services because crypto has been a really hard subject to understand. So effective communication skills are a must, because you're required to break down crypto into easily digestible chunks, especially when presenting and marketing to the wider public. So let's imagine you've brushed up on your CV, you've updated your LinkedIn profile and started applying for all these crypto jobs. Now, where do you start with your crypto learning? So the crypto academies are available. A lot of the large exchanges have them, and it's a great learning resource because they have podcasts, YouTube videos, and guides to assist you with your learning on cryptocurrencies. You also have online courses such as Udemy and Coursera, and on these courses, it's really a structured way of learning. So all these courses are structured, and most of the time by well-known universities. So it's just all packaged together for you to help assist you and guide you with your learning, which are great. I've done 2 courses myself. And if anyone who knows me out there knows that I love a to-do list, so please take a snapshot of this screen to help you organize your learning, because you could read all day, but sometimes you can't relate it to real world applications. So I recommend that you watch cryptocurrency documentaries, because you can then sort of relate your reading to visuals, and that can help you further along your learning. Find a mentor. So I found my mentors through the Women in Blockchain social groups that I'm in. And, when you go out there networking, you will find, women that are totally killing it in the market. They are very effective communicators. There are serial entrepreneurs that are killing it in their game. They're launching new projects. They are blockchain specialists or head of compliance. And they all have really good skills that you can't help but admire, and you want to learn from them. So approach them, ask them to be your mentor like I did. And they can help you plan a development plan, and also help you with some goal setting to guide you and give you constructive learning development plan. Read and do your own research. So again, lots of reading through your newsletters, online articles, Medium, and do your own research, meaning find out what technology is running on the cryptocurrency network, what their market capitalization is. So yeah, ask lots of questions. Join crypto communities. So I've already mentioned some social groups I'm in, like for example, Women in FinTech, the Bigger Pie group. So there's many out there. So look them up and find your social family. Attend events and network. So yeah, find that online crypto events calendar. Join up to as many meetups and events as possible and start networking there. Listen to webinars and ask questions. So one of the webinars I listen to is called Money Next. And Money Next is pretty much traditional finance industry, but then they do touch on how the financial industry can collaborate with cryptocurrencies and blockchain. So it is very interesting. So listening into those talks, you find out where the traditional industry is at in their journey with crypto. And you can always ask the speakers questions as well to top up on your learning. Volunteer to gain work experience. So when you join these social communities, there are loads of projects running all of the time. Yeah, just ask, just put yourself out there and ask these, women and these project owners, like, how do you get involved? How can you learn? Because getting involved, you can put all your theory, your learning into practice, and you'll learn so much faster as well because you're able to apply it to real life businesses and applications. I also strongly believe that you are a byproduct of your environment, and so go and find your social community, immerse yourself into these communities, and use your immediate resources to learn. Ask for help. Earlier on in my crypto journey, I was too embarrassed to ask for help, to ask questions. I was fearing reproach or appearing stupid in front of my boss. And, that is the wrong attitude to have, because if you ask questions, don't be scared, be fearless, don't, just ask those questions, because it will save you so much time, effort, and energy in the long run. So ask those questions. Relationships. So yeah, nurture your connections with regular touch points. Find your social community, have fun with it, get involved on all those projects on offer. Transferable skills. So update your CV with all your transferable skills that you've accumulated to date. All of this can add value to the role that you're going to go into in the crypto world. And make your crypto interests known on your LinkedIn profile, on your CV, because these type of things will get picked up when recruiters look at your CV. Invest in yourself. This is an ongoing learning journey with no end, and in an emerging industry, and you are at the early stages of this nascent technology with limitless possibilities for real world applications. So you are definitely not late to the party. This concludes my presentation. So please feel free to reach out to me on any of my social mediums. I'm very active on LinkedIn. And if you want to hear more about how I got into crypto and my crypto journey from the beginning, then you can read my Medium article. Big thank you on there as well. To Women Tech Global Conference for allowing me to present to you today. I've waited all year round for this event to happen. And after the temperamental 2020 that we've just had, I'm just super glad that we've all pulled through and made it through to this conference today, and I'm very grateful and honored to be here, sharing my journey, sharing my experience with as many of you as possible. And I have made it my mission to encourage and support and invite and include as many women into crypto because it's an exciting industry to be in. It's ever evolving, innovative, expanding, growing, interesting. There's so much to learn, and that is one of my motivators that gets me out of bed each morning, which is I'm going to learn something new today. I am going to meet new people, improve on my skills, build on my knowledge, and you can just dedicate like 10 minutes a day, which then becomes half an hour to an hour a day of reading, topping up on your learning, and all of this learning accumulates, and it's an ongoing journey. Just checking Q&A. Hopefully I don't kick myself out. Oh, so how much time approximately do you invest for DeFi learning? So I would say that, so currently I'm taking an online course right now. My online course, I try and dedicate maybe 4 hours every weekend to dedicate that to my online learning course. But for DeFi, it's whatever you can squeeze in, really, because there are DeFi groups that you can join, and the DeFi groups have weekly calls. So it's like an hour call every week to update you on what's happening out in the market right now. So if I can share some links to the groups that I'm a part of on the chat, then maybe you can join those as well. So please give me a moment. Okay, so I found it here. So I'm just going to include it in the chat. And there you go. So Crypto Canal is fantastic for beginners. They do a presentation, an hour-long presentation on the journey of money, the journey of crypto, or what crypto can do. And they also do an airdrop as well. And there is also a Telegram social learning community of Crypto Canal with a good beginners group is Women in Blockchain Talks, hosted by Lavinia Osborne. And it's fantastic for beginners. She has the best speakers on there where you can join and learn and find out more about the space. I'm also part of the Bigger Pie group. So the Bigger Pie group is a group of collective of women entrepreneurs wanting to seek investment in the blockchain space and emerging tech. And there are always super talented women with fantastic projects that are running and having really cool conversations about what's happening out there in the market, great articles to read. So definitely get involved, collaborate, ask for help, or get involved in any of the projects that are running. And those communities is where I found my mentors as well. Let me see if there. A question from Vishali. I wanted to know how to get into crypto technical details like development jobs. There are loads of development jobs. Have you signed up to AngelList and LinkedIn? If you update your LinkedIn profile, update your CV, say you're looking for work in the blockchain space. I'm recruiting. My next round of recruitment is looking for developers. So hook me up, Vishali. Find me on LinkedIn and connect with me, please. Janine, I would love to connect and possibly interview you for my podcast. Creative thinking and imagination training will be key in this field. Janine, absolutely hook me up on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to get involved in any topic that you want to discuss that is relevant to my experience and my knowledge. I'm happy to get involved. with you, because it is a growing market. Recently, Bitcoin became legal tender, or a legal asset in El Salvador. And now South American companies are going to follow suit and follow El Salvador's example of letting Bitcoin be a part of their financial system, which is mind-blowing, because Bitcoin being decentralized, meaning no government body controls Bitcoin, meaning that anybody can get involved in mining or keeping the network secure or checking in on their account, meaning how much Bitcoin they have, where and when their Bitcoin was transferred, to which address. So the technology that is running Bitcoin is amazing. It just works, which is fantastic. I'm just super excited about that. And what else? Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end of our session. It's 18:34, so did I run over? I probably did. So I will say goodbye. Thank you, guys. All the best. Bye. Oh, well, I'm still on here, so I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I can. It hasn't cut me off. There's another question that's come through. Hello, my question is, what resources do you recommend for navigating DeFi and staying up to date with new developments? So that's from Shell Alici. Shell is super hard to keep on top of DeFi because it's constantly changing. New projects are running all of the time. But I'm a part of this group called Novum Insights. I'm going to type it into... I'm going to type it into the chat right now. Novum Insights is a software developer for DeFi projects. And Toby is run by Toby. I've forgotten his surname, but it's hosted by Toby and his friends, and it's a WhatsApp group. And in the WhatsApp group, they also have a weekly calls, hour-long calls on discussing what's new and what's happening in the DeFi space, and explaining to people like you and me what projects are exploding out there in the DeFi space, what the purpose is. And they also sort of like guess, which ones are the next projects that are going to go, explode. So it's a really good educational 1 hour call. And there's a free trial. It only costs £1 for a free trial of 7 days, just to listen in on the call, be involved in the chat group. And they also have newsletters as well. And if you want to continue that membership, it's £300 for the year. But you take so much from the community and you learn so much from it that it really is worth its money. And some people have made back what they contributed into the membership as well. You're welcome, Shell. I've learned by calling another person Shelly by mistake, so that's not a problem. Any other questions? I'm still here. I'm still active, so I'm going to keep staying on here until I get kicked out. If you have any more questions for me. Okay, so it looks, I'll just check the Q&A once more. Okay, so I've got the questions already. And how much time approximately do you invest for DeFi learning? I've got this book that was recommended to me by the community manager of MakerDAO, Christine. I'm not going to guess her surname, but it's called How to DeFi. How to DeFi by CoinGecko. and it's I haven't finished reading it yet, but it's really informative and easy to digest book on on obviously the DeFi projects that are out there, which are running, the use cases. Also, they provide learning links for additional learning material and resources as well, which I find really useful. So again, there's lots of reading involved in this one. And what really piques my interest about DeFi is that it's a decentralized, it's a decentralized platform on decentralized blockchains such as Ethereum that runs dApps, decentralized apps that can, that you can build, like, let's say, financial products that you would find in traditional markets on blockchain. So effectively, you're creating a second market, financial market on the Ethereum blockchain called DeFi, decentralized finance, that becomes more accessible to the public. So I find that aspect, lowering the barriers of accessibility into financial markets, that blows my mind. And what I find fantastic about DeFi and Bitcoin and blockchain as well is that the accessibility. So it's accessible for everybody to get involved. The learning is all online. So everything is accessible. Anyone can join in, anyone can learn, anyone can get involved, and it's all very experimental. So it's definitely an emerging tech, and very interesting to be a part of. Another question from Rena: do you think everyone should try to understand blockchain? Because I've stayed away from it, thinking it's a passing fad. Soon enough, Rena, no one needs to understand what blockchain is. Blockchain will be the underlying technology running alongside. It won't take over the financial system, but it'll be running alongside the financial system. And it's another financial rail that the public can use. So it will get to a point where we've progressed so far in the technology space that people would not have to understand what blockchain technology is. Like, for example, we do not know how credit cards work. We don't need to know how credit cards work, but we know that it is a transfer of credit, debit, money, and tops up, what we need to do on a day-to-day basis. So no, you don't need to know everything about blockchain. But for me, I want to know what the technology is that is backing the cryptocurrency. So everyone has different interests. Another question from Michelle Morales. Can you talk more about El Salvador and the types of jobs that might create? The first thing that's come to my mind is financial roles, because Bitcoin is very much, if you read the white paper of what Bitcoin is or what it was created for, it's an electronic payment system, a peer-to-peer electronic payment system. It was built and created for the transfer of value of money between people without anyone else getting involved in terms of governing bodies, companies, or anyone sitting at the top. It's a community of networks, computers that are running, and computer code running the network. So the more people that get involved mining, the more secure and it maintains the technology running the Bitcoin infrastructure. So where I see jobs creating with Bitcoin is you will see more financial services, for example, payments. There'll be tech roles. For example, APIs will have to be built for Bitcoin to, the technology in Bitcoin blockchain to connect with, like company websites and banks, banking networks, payment service providers, credit cards like Visa and MasterCard. So all these application user interfaces would have to connect with the blockchain technology. So that would be the next step. And the roles around it is, pretty much financial roles, marketing roles, sales roles, all types of roles within these companies will be created for Bitcoin. And it's a growing market, so it's never too late to join, to start today, I mean. I think there are no more questions. Are there any queries that you guys have? Anything on your mind? Let me know. Oh, you're welcome, Michelle. Rena, will the top financial institution embrace this tech? Well, let me tell you, Rena, the financial institution money is coming into Bitcoin. Retail money is coming into Bitcoin as well, but the big money lies with the institutions, and they see value in Bitcoin because their clients are asking and demanding Bitcoin to be added as an asset in their portfolios, to use Bitcoin as a hedge in their portfolio when other markets crash. So Bitcoin is seen as a store of value, not just a means of transfer of payment, but also a store of value, an asset in their portfolio that they see appreciating in value. Will it replace the paper money? I don't think so. I don't think it will replace money. I think money will always be around because sometimes it's not convenient to have Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in different parts of the world. But when we look towards China, for example, they are they have heavily invested in apps. Everyone has a mobile, everyone has an app. They're signed up to WeChat or other payment gateways, social networks that has a payment API that is linked up to, they're creating a CBDC, which is centralized bank digital currency, for example, token. So there'll be like a China coin where they could use cryptocurrency, blockchain to transfer money quicker, faster, cheaper. So if we look to China and seeing what they're doing, they're well ahead of the game. They are the largest mining facility in Bitcoin. They have everybody using mobiles because they build cheap. They build all the phones, not all the phones, but they build phones cheap. And everybody can, scan a QR code and transfer money across. So they're a great example of a large economy that is quickly catching up with electronic payments, and cryptocurrency can be included in that really easily. Okay. Michelle, I'm struggling to with the concept of trading as a payment. Trading as a payment. Well, think of it this way, Michelle. Revolut. Have you got the Revolut app? So you download the Revolut app onto your phone. You top up your app with your, let's say, USD. You top it up with USD. You use your Revolut Bitcoin card to pay. You tap and pay, and they do the conversion for you. They do the USD to Bitcoin conversion for you. Sorry, just a sec. Oh yeah, so yes, they do the conversion for you, and yeah, that's pretty much what they do. You top up your account. It's and they do the conversion for you, so you don't have to. The USD equivalent. So, for example, you're buying a watermelon for $1 USD. They do the switch, the conversion between what that USD value at that time with Bitcoin's value at that time, and they do the conversion, and they make money by taking a fee, a conversion fee from. They might charge you £1.10, 10p, or 10 cents to that US dollar. I hope that makes sense. People that were buying pizzas with it back in the day are kicking themselves now. Yes, so that 10,000 Bitcoin is worth 83 million or 38 million, one of those two, in USD value today. And yeah, like no one knew back then the value of Bitcoin. So it's hard to, it's always hard to tell where it would go. And I guess that's it. I still have 9 people viewing. So out of the 9 people viewing, if you have any questions, type it up now, or any queries, anything on your mind, I'm happy to help. You're welcome, Michelle. I'm happy to help and answer any questions that you have to mind. And I hope that my presentation has, you know, sort of like helped anyone that was considering a role in crypto, or give you some pointers in the right direction of where to start with your learning and your job applications, etc. Thanks all the best, and good luck, and have a good conference. Bye.